All right, guys, let's talk about credits inside of Click. So this is going to be a two-part mini video. The first is how do you use up credits? So what can you click on? What can't you click on that's going to make you lose a credit? And the second thing is how much access does each credit give you? It's probably a lot more than you think. All right, let's talk about the first thing. So when do you use up a credit? So for keywords, site stats, and backlinks, basically anytime that you look up a report for the first time in the history of your account, you will lose that credit. Or if you refresh the data inside of that report. I'll give you guys an example in just a second. And then for site audits, it's pretty basic. Basically, every time you run a site audit, you use a credit. Anytime you run a new audit, you lose another credit. No secrets there, pretty basic. But let's run an example here with keyword search. So let's say I type in things to do in Italy, for example. I believe I've never looked that up. I previously had 989 credits. Now I have 988. I have used up one credit performing this keyword research. Now, that's one of the ways that I would lose a credit. A second way would be, let's say, here's a website I've looked at before, so I have not lost a credit. The second way would be if I decided to refresh any report inside of Clicks. So whether that's keywords, site stats, backlinks, whatever it is, when I hit this refresh button, I use up a credit because I'm pulling new data and replacing the existing data. So those are the two main ways that you basically use up credits inside of Clicks. Now, also an important thing to mention is that inside of all of these reports, you're going to have your search history. So these are all the things that I've searched. And if I click into any of these links, I'm not going to use up any credits. So 988, still at 988, because I've searched for this before in the history of my account. And unless I hit this button, I won't use up any credits. Now I can reload this page as many times as I'd like. I'm not going to use up any credits. Hope that's clear. All right, so let's talk about the access that you get with one credit. So basically, you get access to all of the sub-reports inside each search, so inside each report. So for example, for keyword research, I've just typed in things to do in Kyoto, and basically I get access to everything on this page, and then all these sub-pages, which I have here, and I can also access through both of these links. Now, this gives me specific phrase match keywords for the keyword that I've added, things to do in Kyoto, and the same goes for related keywords. I can play around with this, export all this data, add whatever filter I'd like, do whatever I want to these pages, go back to that main one. I have not lost a credit, right? So basically, I get access to the full report for each search. Same goes for site stats. For example, noracooks.com. I can access all of these different pages. So top keywords, top pages, whatever I'd like. I can basically explore all of these pages without any issues. Now, one thing to mention is that site stats and backlinks are two separate reports. So if I have not looked up noracooks.com inside of my backlinks report, I will lose a credit when I click into this. Now, I have looked this up before, so I have not lost any credits. Now that I'm inside of the backlink analysis, I have access to all the different pages inside of this report. So the anchors, the top pages, competitors, this whole section would be included in one credit for backlink analysis, and this section is included in one credit for site stats. Hope that's clear.